What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Tap into the chat, tap into the chat, tap into the chat. Corey, what's going on? Let's get it. Can you hear me? Can you hear me fine? Can you hear me fine? I got the earbuds in. Go ahead and tap into the chat, tap into the chat, tap into the chat. Late night, Friday stream. And we got some things to chop it up about, things to talk about. Another random, stream for you guys, man. Make sure you come on in and hit that like button. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We got a good topic for today. This is going to be an extension of the last live stream. This is going to be an extension of the last live stream. So we're going to be chilling for about an hour. So get your beer if you haven't already got it. I don't know what time zone some of y'all in, but they probably done, selling beer depending on where you at. But let's go ahead and get into it. My road catching was going on. What's going on? So if you in the gym and you're on your health journey, I got a few things for you. So make sure you get your magnesium. Make sure you get your magnesium. Take your magnesium at night. Your glycinate, malate, and your citrate. You want to get the three different versions with the magnesium. What else we got? Make sure you get your make sure you get your vitamin D3 and K2. Make sure you get your ginkgo. This is good for blood flow. Make sure you get your boron complex. Make sure you get your L-theanine for amino acids. What else we got? Make sure you get your ashwagandha. Lowers your cortisol. Make sure you get your zinc picolinate. Make sure you get your zinc. Illis 402. What's going on? Make sure you get your zinc picolinate for immune system and health as well. Make sure you get your COQ10. That's COQ10. Yep, COQ10. Right. Make sure you get that. This is for like focus. I forgot for what else. It's for like focus. I think that's for immune system as well. Make sure you get your Tunget Ali, right? Have you bricked up, right? Good for blood flow as well, sexual health. And make sure you get your L-citrulline, another amino acid. And make sure you also get some beetroot powder too. Make sure you get some beetroot powder too. Good for blood flow, good for heart health, good for your arteries and everything like that as well, right? But I think we got enough people here. Make sure you come on in and hit that like button, man. Listen, if you didn't catch my last live stream, go ahead and watch it. Go ahead and watch my last live stream. I was out and about just chilling, right? I was out and about just chilling. You know, I took I took a off day. I took a day off just so I can chill, go to the gym. Right, I went to the gym today, but chill and go to the gym and everything. I decided to go out and get me a drink. right? I decided to go out and get me a little drinky drink, right? On a Thursday, what's that? A Thursday night? Was it Thursday night or maybe a Wednesday night, right? So I appreciate that, Illis 402. But yeah, I was just trying to relax and the forces attacked you. Yeah, he said you were just trying to relax and the forces attacked you out of jealousy, man. Listen, as somebody who speaks on this on a consistent basis, if you've been watching me for a good minute, if you've been watching me for a long time, a few months or whatever, whenever you came about, you know I speak on this all the time, right? But it hits different. It hits different when you actually see how bad it is, right? It hits you a little bit different when you see how bad it is. When you go into environments and to be honest, you stand out. And that's the topic of this video, right? That's the topic of this video, essentially. When you're leveling up, this shit ain't this is not for the birds. When you're leveling up, this is not for the birds. It is not for the weak. You're going to be extremely uncomfortable, right? People think this is one reason why this is one reason that I've came to a conclusion about when it comes to men leveling up, when it comes to men, going above and beyond, exercising and things like. I remember you in the movie Cool Runnings. Yeah, that's what's so funny. That's the same thing. That's the same thing the dude was trying to say. Let's go ahead and get y'all up out of here. That's the same thing. That's the same thing dude was saying. He kept on trying to remind me of some guy in a movie. I'm glad I peeped your interest, old fruitcake. I'm glad I peeped your interest that I remind you so much of somebody from your favorite movie. Get up on out of here, right? That's exactly what the dude was trying to do. Like, oh, you remind me of that guy from that one movie. I'm like, bruh, just kept on. Listen, when somebody, when you're at a place like Twin Peaks, when you in somewhere like a strip club environment, when you in a place where you're just trying to enjoy the women, I'm gonna tell you right now. If dudes are trying to talk to you, if dudes are trying to talk to you in such a scenery, right? If you peep their interest, it's either one or two things, right? One or two things. Either they fruitcake, either they fruitcake, or they trying to throw you off your pivot. Only one or two things. Nothing more, nothing less, right? Either you peep their interest, right, because they fruitcakes and they just trying to disguise, or they just trying to throw you off your pivot. And this was one of those situations where you know dude was just trying to, well, multiple dudes was trying to throw me off my pivot. And you know what's so crazy too, I was talking to the server, I was talking to the bartender, and she was just like, oh, I never, we just got into the conversation or whatever. She was like, oh, I'll never, date, any guy that comes into Twin Peaks, that comes into an environment like this. And I thought that was interesting. I was like, why? And she was like, to be honest, most of the guys that I've come across, if not all the guys that I come across that come in here, they're weirdos, right? They're weirdos. They're lower tier men. They're off. They're off a little bit. Something don't seem right about it. And I was like, she was trying to clarify. She's like, oh, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you, but it just seems to be that a lot of the guys that come in here, basically what she was trying to say was a lot of the guys that come into environments like that are incel type men, right? And you got to think too, it's a low bar of entry, right? It's not like the club or the strip club or anything like that where you got to pay to get in, or they'll be looking at you. They'll be looking at you a little strange. They're gonna look at you a little strange if you're not, throwing ones. You're not throwing any money in the air. Shit, some strip clubs they'll escort you out if you're not paying no money, right? You just sitting there, just getting the free ride. Now they'll escort you out, or they'll force you out. One of them, right? Or make you feel bad enough to where you do leave because you're not spending any money. But she was like, yeah, a lot of weirdos come in here, and it makes sense because a place like Twin Peaks is a low bar of entry. So yeah, you got some guys who doing well for themselves. You got some guys who do look the part, walk the walk and talk the talk. But also the majority of the guys that come in there, right? The majority of the men that come in there are lower tier men, right? So you got to understand, especially if you don't go to an environment like that, you come in there all, you come in there all, with your muscles out and all that stuff. Why? Because I worked hard for it. So guess what? It's warm outside, so you know what? The muscles coming out. But you have guys in there, just like, listen, they put claims. They put claims on women that are not even theirs. Why? Why are they putting claims on women that are not even theirs? Why are they putting dibs on women that are not even theirs? See, me, I don't care, right? I'm going in to chill. I'm going in there to relax, right? I'm coming into an establishment to relax, right? So me, quite frankly, I could really give a damn if one of the servers or bartenders show me attention or not. Because first and foremost, they are already doing enough as it is. The ass and titties are out, right? The ass and titties are out for me to see. So I can just right here and sip my little drinky drink. I can sit right here and sip my little drinky drink and I can just look at what God gave them. But me being me, you got women who want to talk, right? Especially they never seen you before. You look different than the standard clientele. So yeah, they're gonna look at you. But guess what? Other men are gonna be looking at you too. Blaze Bradley, what's going on? Yep, rare late night stream. So when you in these environments, you're gonna have not just the women showing you attention, and I'm talking to the guys who are investing in leveling up. This is for the guys who think it's just all sweet and cuddly, right? Leveling up and just doing the damn thing and wanting to be above the standard. Listen, this shit comes with a lot of animosity, right? Leveling up comes with a lot of animosity. A lot of people don't talk about that. It comes with a lot of animosity. It comes with a lot of jealousy. It comes with a lot of envy, right? And me having to deal with that on a day in and day out basis, right? Just simply being at work, just simply being out and about, right? You want to go into an environment where you think, okay, all the men are coming in here chilling. They just got off work or something too. They had a long week as well. Ain't nobody trying to bother nobody. Me being not naive, but me miscalculating, right? My presence, me miscalculating my aura, me miscalculating how insecure a lot of a lot of men are in today's day and age, which it is a lot of men. And it's not because they can't achieve anything. That's not it. It's not because they can't go above and beyond. It's not because they can't go to the gym and work out for 10 years like you've been doing. It's not because they can't be consistent. It's because they don't want to, right? They don't want to because the work is too hard. It's the same as putting in the work for money, financials. Many people, and don't get me wrong, we know it's hard, but many men just don't want to do it because it's hard, not because they can't. So instead of leveling up, instead of getting out of their comfort zone, instead of embracing, right, the uncomfortability that comes with leveling up, guess what they're gonna do? Oh, they want to bring you down to their level. They want to bring you down to their level, and that's exactly what I got caught up in. I got caught up in somebody trying to bring me down because they couldn't handle the aura. They couldn't handle the presence, right? Of a young guy in there, spending money first and foremost, right? That's gonna get them every single time, especially if they're older than you. A young guy in there spending money, a young guy in there looking good, a young guy, young and handsome in there stealing all the attention because he probably coming here, Blaze Riley said facts. He probably coming here all the time on Wednesday night. But when a real lion come in, y'all see the lion in the background. Let me put that more into the background right there. When a real lion come up in here and take up all the attention because the women who are the servers, the women who are the bartenders, these are the same women who would look at me on a regular day if they see me in public. So it ain't far fetched. So these are the same women who will look at me any other given day. And this is what a lot of guys in these environments be mad at. And I had to understand, like, no, you didn't go into a relaxed environment. No, you severely miscalculated the environment that you were in. You went into an environment where this is probably the only attention that these men can get from a beautiful woman. Come on now. This is probably the only attention lower tier men can get from beautiful women. I can get, bro. It's nothing for me, and that's just a fact, right? It's nothing for me. I get attention on a daily basis, both good and bad, from baddies, beautiful, and that shit don't phase me, and that's what be phasing them. That's what phases them. That's what phases the lower tier men. That's what phases the men who don't want to put in work because I can get that attention on any given day. So when I walk in to a place where chicks, you got some chicks in there sevens, eights, you probably got a few nines in there as well, bro. That shit don't mean nothing to me. I go in there, chop it up with them like they regular because bro, beauty is a dime a dozen. Cartier, what's going on? Beauty is a dime a dozen. You think I give a damn about a bitch being beautiful? Sure, she beautiful. Okay, cool, right? Dre says, "Damn, bro, I really wish I looked like you, working hard and fixing my life, trying to get a good job. Thanks for the advice, man. Listen, don't wish you look like me. Don't wish you look like another man. Embrace yourself, right? Googly, go ahead. You was on the last live stream. I'm gonna go ahead and get you up out of here, bro. Go ahead and get you up out of here. Incel, your incel ass up out of here. Hating ass ninja. Get your ass up out of here. He one of those guys. He one of those guys at the bar, and you said it's a little muffled.
Okay. How about now? How about now? That should be a little better. Okay. I took the AirPods out. I took the AirPods out. But Googly, one of them guys who's sitting at the bar, sipping his $3 beer, right? Hating from the other side of looking at sizing you up like, yeah, looking at him, look at him. His hairline keeps going further and further back. Man, if you don't get your ass on somewhere. But Dre, back to you. Uh, yeah, man, you gotta don't wish you look. Of course, use use myself as an example to go above and beyond. Don't wish you look like me. You can look better than me. You can look better than me, right? You can go above and beyond me. Your body can you never know. You can get more shredded than me. You can go out there and make more money than me. You can probably surpass me, right? So you never know what you can do, right? When you focusing on yourself. Cartier, yeah, he's that guy from the other night, private account. Yeah, Google Lee been around here for a minute. I recognize his name. He been around here for months, right? He always come in here. He a hater. He'll come in here after he get out of timeout and talk some shit, talk some more shit again. But anyway, back on topic. See, you got that's exactly. See, that's the type of stuff that exactly what happened. You'll just be chilling, right? You'll have your stream of thought. You sitting right here talking to you sitting up here talking to, fine little piece of ass. You sitting up here talking, just chilling, right? Just getting the boulders off your shoulders. Just sitting around sipping some bourbon, sipping some whiskey, just talking. Right? Then you'll have a hater just like that who will come across. Let me throw him off his pivot. That's exactly how that went the other night. That's exactly how that went the other night. I'm sitting down chilling for a good 2 or 3 hours. I'm in there chilling for a good 3 hours. They come around the time that it's time to close. Right? They come around the time that it's time to close, right? You getting a little and listen, listen, the bartender, she was mad that they came in the first place. She was like, right? So apparently she probably recognized these niggas. She was like, when she seen them come in, she was like, they want to come in all damn late. You want to come in close to closing time. You probably ain't about to spend no money in the first place. This is what she was saying, right? And she damn sure wasn't paying them no attention because guess what? Bro, I'm probably the one when you sitting at the bar, when you sitting at the bar and you got drinks coming back to back, because mind you, I had already ate, so the drinks is going back, so I'm not really, getting drunk anyway. I don't get drunk, just get a little tipsy. So I'm the only one ordering. I'm not ordering no beer. I'm not ordering no beer. I'm ordering straight drinks, right? Woodford Reserve, right? Old fashions. So I got them things coming back to back. So they already know they about to get a good little tip. They already know, oh, if he's spending a little money on the Woodford Reserve, the old fashions, these niggas around here drinking beers, right? They getting the specials. They getting the specials on the beers. Of course, Blaze Bradley. Of course they look busted and disgusted. Come on now, what kind of Blaze? What kind of question is that? What kind of question is that, Blaze Bradley? Of course the ninjas was all busted. Belly, the belly was hanging on the dang on table. The belly was hanging on to him for dear life. I thought the ninja belly was gonna fall off. So of course they look busted and disgusted, coming there looking all dirty and all that shit. Look, bro, that's what I'm saying. Cartier, no good looking ninja gonna act that. That's what I'm saying. And this is the thing too, bro. Like this is where friends. This is where you get into the aspect of friends. When you talking about leveling up, bro, people who are in those kind of brackets, maybe they got a good network, but that network is not full of people that they will actually hang out with or that they desire to hang out with. Right? You got a network for different things. But for the most part, a lot of successful people, they don't have uh 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 friends. They don't have that. Lower tier men have that. It's super duper rare for a man that is PFP, purpose, freedom, and power. That it is extremely rare for a man who is on his purpose, who is leveling up, to have a a bunch of friends. No, you're gonna have, if not zero, if not zero, you're only gonna have one or two good buddies, right? So I just asked because there's no way I'm going there looking like that, right? And Cartier, you are who you hang with. And mind you, bro, I don't mean to be I don't mean to be very what's the word, shallow. I don't mean to be shallow, but bro, there's no point if you're a good looking dude, right? If you're a good looking dude, you in shape, right? You get the hose easily. It makes no sense for you to be around uh other dudes who don't look as good as you. I'm just gonna call it how it is. I'm gonna call it how it is. It makes no sense. Because here's the thing: if you have friends that are not at least meeting you where you are, bro, there's going to be some jealousy. There's going to be some envy. It's going to come with the territory. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to have a fat slopaloposaurus friend, right? You a whole Tyrannosaurus Rex up in this bitch, right? You a whole lion ninja. You a lean cheetah ninja, right? When the bitches come outside, you can't ninja. You one, two, three ninja. When they come outside, you catching them all. Meanwhile, your hippopotamus ass friend, right? He out of breath. Ninja, if y'all was to get into it, Ninja, he couldn't even help you. He'll be the first one knocked out. You better off by yourself holding your own to be with a ninja who can't even hold his own. They done knocked him out in one punch. Ninja done broke his ankle. Ninja done broke his ankle. He broke his ankle trying to swing. Ninja done sprained his ankle. He down. Ninja sprained he sprained his ankle on purpose. Ninja, he ain't want to fight. So now you left fighting by yourself. Right? Come on now. It makes no sense going out with friends or having friends around who are not meeting you where you are. And also, it makes no sense if you want to be somewhere else, right? If you want to be, if you're climbing a ladder, if you're going up and up, it makes no sense to be around people who are not heading in that direction. So you're gonna find yourself not having a lot of people around. There is no friends on this journey, especially in today's 2026 America, bro. No, because I'm finding out more and more and more that a lot of men don't want to do right. They don't want to improve, and they would rather hate on the next man than to actually go above and beyond themselves. Right? I don't even know what Broski's talking about. So go ahead and get you up out of there too. That stupid ass shit. Go ahead and get up out of here with that stupid ass shit. See, that's what I'm saying. And most men ain't serious either. Most men are not serious about anything, right? But back to the main topic. There's gonna be a lot of uncomfortability that's gonna come with this shit. Right? And I would venture to say that it's gonna get worse. Right? That's why I keep telling y'all. Everything is gonna get worse. This is why I keep telling you, go ahead and improve now. Go ahead and venture out now. Go ahead and start looking into businesses now. Go ahead and start trying to separate yourself from the pack now, because it's going to get harder and harder to separate yourself from the pack, because the strength of them pulling you down is going to get wider and wider. And truth be told, everybody can't handle this kind of animosity. Everybody can't handle this kind of clashing, right? Blaze Bradley said, "Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of men are coming up with excuses instead of doing the work." Yeah, that's why I don't, bro. This is why I don't have any sympathy for men. Oh, MSK supporting the work from my business phone. Shouts out to MSK. Shouts out to Global Response. Right. This is why I have no sympathy at all for any men at all anymore. I don't have sympathy for any of you ninjas, because, like I said, a lot of guys are just haters. I'm gonna tell you, listen, it's so bad, like it's so bad to where, why is it? Let me ask y'all a question, because maybe I'm tripping. Why is it? Why is it that I walk into a room and I'm probably the only one in shape? Why is it when I walk into a room or walk into a lounge or walk into somewhere like Twin Peaks, why almost all 90% of the time, it may be one other guy, maybe two. That's rare, right? Maybe two other guys in there. But why is it that I'm the only one, if not maybe one other guy out of 30 guys in there? Out of 30 guys, why am I the only one in shape? Why am I the only one in shape? Why am I the only one? Why am I the only one who's shredded? Why am I the only one in there who's taking care of themselves? Why am I the only one who wants to look good when I walk into, somewhere like Twin Peaks? Why am I the only one that's looking like this? So then when I, like I said, when I walk into these places, when I walk into a place like Twin Peaks, Illis, shouts out to Illis 402. Appreciate the super J. He says salute to them haters. Right? Why am I the only one when I walk into this establishment? Ninja, I'm the only one in shape. So guess what? When I walk in there, guess what? Oh, everybody looking. This happens all the time. When I walk in, everybody looking because the presence is there. Like, shit. When I walked in, shit, the servers looking like, oh, look at Zaddy. They looking too, coming in with coming in looking like coming there all suave, coming there all suave and shit, right? They looking up like, who's he? They looking like they tapping that girl like, and I'm not, me being me, I'm not paying the girls no mind. I'm going straight to the bar. I'm like, I'm tunnel vision. I'm going straight to the bar. Eh, straight to the bar. Because I'm not one of these incels. I'm not one of these guys that don't get attention. I'm not one of those guys. So I'm not walking in there trying to get attention. And that's exactly what they like. That's exactly what they crave, right? They've been waiting on a guy to come in there who gets attention, who ain't studying them. So then they start hovering around you. Soon as I sit down, the bartender's on it. Listen, it was so crazy, right? It was so crazy. Listen, I sat down at the bar, right? I sat down at the bar, and soon as I sat down, the server greeted me. As soon as I sat down, the server greeted me. She was on that shit, right? It was two servers behind the bar, right? And I had went on to order my drink. As soon as I sat down, and I had asked her, I was like, I'm not gonna say their names, but I was like, are you gonna make me my drink, or is so and so gonna make my drink? And my server, she looked at me, she was like, oh, if you want her to make it, you can go ahead and make it. You ain't gotta be like that. And I was like, oh, chill, chill, chill. I was like, nah, chill. It ain't nothing like that. It's like, nah, she was like, nah, you said that for a reason. If you want her to make it, I don't have to make it. Right? So, that I'm just like, nah, you can go ahead and make it, baby. Go ahead and make it. Stop all the drama. Stop all the drama. Right? And she was like, mm-hmm. Right? So as soon as I sat down, they already on it. And I'm chopping it up while she making a drink. I'm chopping it up with the other chick. Right? And mind you, you can see the faces. You can see, the smug faces on some of the other dudes' faces when I sit down. Like, oh, look at this nigga right here. Yeah, she felt offended. She felt offended. I had to clarify that right away. I'm like, nah, baby, it ain't nothing like that. It ain't nothing like that, right? It ain't nothing like that. You can go ahead and make the drink. It ain't nothing like that. Listen, both of y'all can make the drink. How about you make the first one and she make the second? Which is what they did. Which is what they did. What's the name? They both asked me, "Oh, how does mine taste? Oh, how does mine taste?" I'm like, "They listen. I'm not about to get into all of that. Listen, they both taste very good. Y'all both made a lovely drink, ladies. I appreciate it. Right? Battle of the drinks. Right. So I'm just sitting there chopping it up with the chicks, and I'm chopping it up with both of them, right? And you can just kind of tell, like, Oh, the guy, they looking at me. Oh, they ain't showing us no attention. One of the other servers, look, the little Latina, she sat over there and talked to me. I lie to you not for about 30, 40 minutes. I'm like, damn, man, I know the other customers waiting. I know the other customers waiting. Like the gravity of the conversation, they weren't really having with everybody else, right? They was just kind of having with me. Because I stood out. I stood out like a sore thumb, ninja. I stood out like a sore thumb. So, the other guys, they just looking and yeah, look at this ninja right here. Yeah, he think he all that. Then lo and behold, these ninjas uh, come behind me, right? Like I said, they came around closing. They came around closing time, and the girl was mad, like, oh my god, boy. So you already done ticked them off in the first place. So they not about to give you no attention like that. They not about to give you no attention like that. You come in closing time. Everybody know not to come anywhere when it's about to close, right? So of course they not about to talk to you. They trying to get up out of there. They got other shit to do. They trying to go to the club. They trying to go to the club. They probably got a little boyfriend. They probably got some D appointments or something like that. They trying to get up out of there. They trying to wrap up them tips and go ahead and get up out of there so they can go and spend some money. But lo and behold, you want to come in here with your sloppaloposaurus looking ass, with your belly hanging over the table, right? Then you want to come and interrupt my night. You want to come over here and crack like little jokes. You want to crack like little jokey jokes, right? Because old girl not giving you no attention. She over there talking to me. And I'm over there speaking to her in a little bit of Espanol. I'm practicing my little Espanol on her. And you over there, El Negro, he speaks Spanish. Oh. All right, man, you don't get your jealous ass on somewhere. Like, you can't get mad, ninja. You can't get mad at a suave ass ninja speaking Spanish. You can't get mad. I had to literally tell bro, I'm like, and this basically this was my warning shot type shit. I was like, bro, how many? I was like, I looked at him, I looked him dead in his eyes. I was like, bro, how many bitches in here, bro? Because now, like I said, if you caught my last live stream, I was looking at the ninja. I'm like, bro, because now you irking me because I came in here to have a good time. But now you know how you can feel the undertone. You feel like, oh, your jokes are not really sincere. You're not really just trying to have a good time. You really trying to get up under my skin. So okay, since you want to get up under my skin, okay, I got some for your ass, right? And I made sure that my words felt like 100 bricks when I told him, like, how many bitches in here, bro? This is literally what I said. And I said this in front of the girls too. I'm like, how many bitches in here, bro? I was like, oh, what you mean? Like, how many bitches in here, bro? How many ass and titties in here, bro? And I counted it out for him. I counted out whoever was in seeing distance. I counted. I looked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm like, bro, it's 10 bitches in here, bro. I literally looked at him like, why the fuck is you and your homeboy keep looking at me? That's literally what I told him. I'm like, why the fuck you and your homeboy looking at me? All these bitches in here. All these bitches in here. Why are you looking at me? Why are you focused on me? Why are you trying to make me the pit of your jokes? He's like, oh no, bro, no, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. No, no. Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me? You got all these bitches in here, but you looking at me. Like I said, either you fruitcake, one or two things. Either you fruitcake, you and your homeboy a fruity ass ninja, right? Or you're mad, you're jealous, right? You're envious, and you notice who getting the attention, so you want to try to, you know how it go. They want to try to sabotage you. You get what I'm saying? They want to try to bring you down because they not getting no attention. Mind you, I'm by myself, right? Yep, demons like that will line you up for some kitty. Exactly. That's why you got to be on square. That's why you got to be on 10 toes. That's why if I'm going out, right, I'm not getting drunk. I haven't gotten drunk since like college, bro. Last time I was drunk was years and years ago. That was the last time I ever got drunk. Maybe I think one other time, but I think I got drunk on accident. That probably was an accident. But still, I think I was with my chick then, right? But besides that, I don't get drunk. So I'm always on my square. I'm always on my P's and Q's. So mind you, like I said, I done had something to eat. So it's not like the alcohol really phasing me like that. Yeah, I feel it, but you know, that food eat all the alcohol up. So I'm not tripping. I'm looking at these niggas like, why you keep looking at me? Like me, I'm not coming in here. I'm not coming in here to talk to. Listen, if we sitting at the bar at a place like Twin Peaks, this is not a sports bar. No, well, Twin Peaks is a sports bar, but if I'm going to that type of bar, right? If I'm going to that type of bar, a Twin Peaks, a Ojos Locos, or some, if whatever in your city, right? Whatever the like is in your city, I'm coming in here to talk to hoes. Point blank. Period. I'm coming in here to talk to hoes. I'm not coming in here to talk to you ninjas. Why would I want to come in here to talk to men and all of this ass around? Even if the servers, even if the bartenders weren't showing me no attention, I would have grabbed a chick walking by like, hey baby, how you doing? Oh, yeah, how long you been working here? You know, blase, just on some cordial type junk. Not even on no sexual, not on no flirtation type junk. Just on some cool vibing type junk. Like, you know, I'm just chilling. I just want to have conversation, baby. You look good. You look good. I like how you look. You know, let's you know, I just want to chat it up with you a little bit. I'm sitting out right here chilling. You want to sit? You want to sit? Come on, sit down with me. I slide you a little something. Go ahead and sit down and let's talk a little bit. How old are you? How old are you? You know, where you from? You from boom, 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 right? So it don't matter. Like, bro, it's a whole bunch of chicks in here. But you want to sit here and try to make jokes and chat it up with me, bro. And then, mind you, these guys are older than me, bro. That's the thing, right? I don't blame you, AP, especially when you're dressing nice. And these guys are older than me. They had to be a good 10 years, 15 years older than me. So that's what made it even worse. Because I'm like, oh yeah, they hating on a young dude, bro. They hating on a young dude. Like these dudes had to be at least 10 to 15 years older than me. They had to be 40s at least. 40s at least, right? And they sitting up here cracking jokes like little high school girls. I'm like, bro, what in the world? You want to crack, bro? Imagine this. Just put this into perspective. You go to a lady bar, right? You go to a strip club, and instead of talking to the ladies, instead of grabbing you a little chick, instead of grabbing you a little chick and talking to them, right? You want to sit up here and crack jokes on a stranger that you don't even know. First and foremost, I could have been on some other shit and knocked you upside the head. I could have been on some off the wall shit. You don't know what kind of day I had. But you see me over there smiling and giggling and all that stuff. So you already know I'm a happy go lucky ass ninja. You know I'm a happy-go-lucky ass nigga, so you see me over there smiling and giggling and all that stuff. So, oh, you figure, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna get him right there. Oh, you think shit's sweet? Okay, let me go ahead and bring down this energy level real quick. Let me meet you where you at, so I can really show you that shit can get wicked around this bitch. Let me really show you shit can get wicked. And guess what? Them niggas, oh no, bro, that's crazy. Them niggas got up. Listen, I lie to you not. Them niggas got up. They ain't want no smoke. I was like, oh, he making it awkward. He making it awkward. I ain't mean it like, man, get your bitch ass up, man. Right? Cartier said this story sounds so unreal, but I believe, bro, this is, bro. Listen, I gotta add more stories. I gotta add more stories to the story time. Listen, bro, this shit be happening in real time. And bro, when it's done, when it's done to me, I can't even believe it. I'm like, is this? I'm literally like, is this happening? Because I tried to give them I tried to give them a chance, right? So you know, me being composed, me being just chill, I'm gonna let you slide because that's just who I am. I'm gonna let you slide because when I let you slide, that's not really me letting you slide. That's really me evaluating the situation correctly, right? So I got to make sure that I respond appropriately, right? Because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to respond inappropriately. I want to respond to your energy that you're giving out. So I'm okay. I'm gonna let you slide. I'm gonna let you slide, right? I'm gonna let you slide, right? Because then my silence should have told you everything, right? My silence should have told you I'm not really fucking with y'all like that, right? I'm trying to talk to Shorty right there, right? I'm not fucking with y'all like that. But then the silence didn't do nothing for them. So even though it got silent for about 10, 15 minutes, they wanted to go head on. They were like, oh, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool. So I guess you didn't understand the silence. So I gotta go ahead and whoop y'all ass, right? I gotta go ahead and spank them babies. Pow! I gotta go ahead and spank them babies. I ain't even really spank them. I just matched their energy. So when I got serious, I'm like, you know, oh, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. So now that I'm spanking shit. Don't back off now because I tried to give you your way out was my silence. When I got silent, that was your way out right there. You should have peeped game. You should have peeped the energy. I was like, oh, bro, he ain't fucking with us like that. We're gonna go ahead and leave bro alone. But they didn't. They didn't leave it alone. They kept going. So all right, let me go ahead and I got something for y'all last. Right? You said no, Diddy. Your shoulders and lateral muscles are really good. Yeah, I worked on these. I worked on these today. I came from the gym. I went to the gym this evening. I went to the gym this evening. This evening. Worked on my back as well. Blaze Bradley said, I hate when guys do that. They usually act out of pocket when you're hitting it off with an attractive. Bro, shit get wicked when women get involved, bro. Dudes get weird when women get involved. Bro, I don't care. That's one thing, bro. I don't care, bro. There are so many women in the world. I don't understand. See, that's what I told y'all. Most men operate in lack, right? Most men operate in lack. So, like I told you, some of these guys they probably frequent a place like Twin Peaks. I don't really frequent Twin Peaks. I go to Twin Peaks like when I'm feeling froggy. Maybe I just want to see some ass. I don't know. I'm just chilling. You know, there's just some. You know, all right, let's go to Twin Peaks. Right? Let's go to Twin Peaks. Let's chill. Get a little drink. Maybe one of the servers recognize me. You know, when I come here. Oh, I remember you. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Besides that, bro, no. I'm not a frequenter of a place like Twin Peaks. So you got to realize some of those guys, they probably come in there. Look, they don't go in on a Friday nights because guess what? Friday nights, like tonight, Saturday nights, they too busy. So on Friday nights, Saturday nights, they're too busy. So guess what? You're not going to get that kind of attention on Friday, Saturday nights. So of course they're going to go on a Wednesday, they're going to go on a Thursday, something like that, somewhere the traffic is light, so they can talk to their favorite girl. But then imagine when you get in there and you see a ninja like me in there. Right? Imagine when you come in there, right? You looking for your favorite girl. She over there chatting up with a ninja. She over there giggling. And y'all seen that dog meme on Instagram? He was like, right? Imagine when you get in there, you seen the muscles pop out the shirt, right? You seeing me shaking her hand like a gentleman. You know how you're supposed to shake a woman's hand, right? You grab it like this, right? You fold it up, right? You don't shake her hand like no man. You shake it up like this, right? You know, you over there shaking her hand like this. You walk in, right, with your beer belly, right? With your uncomfortable looking ass, you walk in, you thinking you about to go in there and have a good time, right? Then lo and behold, your worst nightmare comes true. Oh man. Your worst nightmare come true, ninja. Your worst nightmare come true. You come in there and see a big black handsome ninja in there all muscled up. You come in there, your worst nightmare has come true, ninja. You come in there and see a big black handsome ass tall ninja in there chatting it up with your favorite server. Oh, you mad as a bitch. Whoo, you mad. Oh yeah, you mad as a bitch. You like, I can't believe this shit. right? You probably don't walked outside. You probably looked. Oh, you know him? You know him? I've never seen him in here before. This is impossible. This is impossible. He has to be 10% body fat. He has to be 10 to 12% body fat, probably lower. This is impossible. Look at his deltoids. Look at his biceps. This is impossible. This ninja can't exist. this ninja can't exist. This is impossible. Right? This ninja look like he has a whole six pack. This ninja exists and he's chatting it up with my favorite. Ninja, you don't went outside and smoked a cigarette. Ninja, you think this your bitch. Listen, you think this your bitch, right? That's how dudes are, bro. When they go into environments, when they frequent places like this, they think that's they bitch, right? They think that this bitch. They think that's their bitch, right? So they in there having a heart attack. These niggas, bro, believe it or not, these dudes are claiming hoes that are not theirs. They're claiming bartenders. They're claiming servers, right? This how mad men are now. This is how mentally ill these men are now. They're in there claiming hoes like, bro, what? This ain't your hoe. This our hoe, ninja. Like, what the fuck we talking about? This not your hoe. This my hoe too. The fuck? Ninja done went outside. I done stressed his ass out. Can you believe this shit? He out there talking to his friend, and then ninjas get bold. Ninjas get bold when they with a friend, and two when they this when dudes get it's a pack mentality, right? When insecure men get together, right? Oh, they can't wait to gang up on a ninja. They can't wait to gang up on a ninja. So when they in twos or threes or however many, ninjas get bold, right? They get bold. They feel like, oh, yeah, let's crack a joke, right? He by himself. Okay, that's the last. Listen, word of advice: the last person that you want to mess with is the ninja by himself. That's the last person you want to mess with. Is the calm, chill ass ninja by himself, because he's already by himself. So guess what? He already got to be on his p's and q's in the first place. He already hyper alert anyway. You already waiting for the bullshit. You already scanning the room, ninja. When I walk into a place, right? When I walk into a place like that, ninja, I'm going straight to the bathroom, right? I'm going straight to the bathroom. Go ahead and get out what I need to get out, right? Go ahead and take a little piss. And when I walk in, I'm scanning the room, right? I may not look the girls in their face, but I know who's there, right? I'm seeing how many chicks on the floor. I'm seeing who's at the bar. I'm seeing who's at the table. I'm already scanning the room. I'm scanning who looking weird, right? Who look like a threat? Who look like what? I'm already scanning the room when I'm going to the bathroom. So I'm already hyper aware in the first place, in case some shit go down and I need to skedaddle up out of there. So the last person you want to mess with is the quiet, chill ninja. He already done scoped the room, right? Cartier said, Blaze Bradley said, sir, we have a problem. Cartier said they saw a built chocolate ninja and forgot how to act. Bro, them ninjas didn't know how to act. Then he started speaking Spanish. Bro, they started malfunctioning. But let me tell you something. This is real deal Holyfield. When you operate out of what people when you operate out of what people perceive you as, they malfunction. They can't handle it. And these are usually lower tier people. When you start operating outside of the box that they put you in, right? Imagine this. Imagine this. A handsome chocolate. muscled up ninja, and then on top of that, he's speaking Spanish. Oh hell no, bro. This no, bro, no, no, no. No, ninjas in they head like hell no, bro. Hell no, bro. Them ninjas like hell no, bro. This shit ain't fair. Them ninjas like, bro, this shit ain't fair, bro. You can't be in here looking like that, and then you trying to be Mr. Suave and speak Spanish with the no hell no, bro. This not fair, man. This shit not fair. I had it, bro. Just this week was so crazy. Just this week. Yep, that's taboo in their world. It's taboo. But what's so funny is just this week at work, right? At work, bro, a young little, a young Mexican dude, right? He had to be like 19, 20, right? He was pointing out a chick. He was pointing out a chick. Mexican's kryptonite. Bro, a ninja speaking Spanish, a handsome, tall ninja at that? Hell no. Them ninjas like, oh fuck no, we gotta beat up this ninja. They gonna be like, nah, no, we not going for that, bro. You already look good, bro. Then you speaking Spanish on top of that? Hell no, bro. You can't do that, bro. That's against the they like, bro, that's against the rules. Time out, bro. They like, bro, time out. Hell no. You can't speak Spanish and do that shit, no, bro. They like, no, bro. I won't allow it. I won't allow it. They like, ref, come get this ninja because this shit ain't fair, right? So it's so funny because I was talking to a young Mexican dude, right, at work, and he pointed out a chick that he liked or whatever, and he was like, bro, how do I get her? How do I get her, bro? How do I get her? I'm like, bro, I initially told him just be yourself, bro. Just be yourself. If she rejects you, she rejects you. There's nothing to it, right? But he was like, nah, bro, it's more to it than that. Show me, like, how do you get her? How do you get her? I'm like, bro, just, hit her with the, and then this coming from a fluent Spanish Mexican. He asking me how to get a Spanish chick. I'm like, bro, you asking me? You asking me how to get a Spanish chick? That's wild. But anyway, I was like, I was like, Ben, Ben, vente, vente aquí. Debes bien, debes bien. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? Está bien, está bien. Y tú, y tú. Right? Just hitting them with the conversational shit. Right? I'm telling you, me gusta lo que veo. Me gusta lo que veo. Right? ¿De dónde eres? Right? Hit it with the boom, boom, boom. ¿Cuál es tu número? ¿Cuál es tu número? I'm just saying, hit him. And I hit him with the ¿Dónde tu novio? ¿Dónde tu novio? Right? Which is where's your boyfriend? I told him to hit her with that first. Like, ¿Dónde tu novio? ¿Dónde tu novio, bonita? ¿Dónde tu novio, bonita? Ah, no novio, no novio. Ah, okay, okay. ¿Cuál es tu número? I was like, and I told him, I was like, hit it with that mommy, vente aquí. He was like, bro, this literally what he, this literally what he hit me with. He was like, nah, bro, I can't do that. He was like, that shit work. He was like, he literally was like, bro, that shit work for you because you black. I'm like, bro. And he literally hit me with the, bro. He was like, bro, look at you, bro. You tall, black and handsome. I was like, bro, I can't make this shit up, right? I can't make this shit up. He was like, bro, look at you. He was like, bro, look at you. That shit works for you. I can't go around saying mommy. I can't go around saying mommy. Like that shit works for you because you black, you tall, black and handsome. I can't do that. I'm like, bro. So Ninja, I don't know. I can't help you then, Ninja. If anything, just be yourself, Ninja. That's all I can say. But the shit be so funny. The shit be so weird at the same time. I'm like, bro, because to me, it's not that serious. I ain't got something in my eye. To me, it's not that serious. So at this point, they should just confess their love for ninjas. Nah, bro. Bro. At this point, because he sounded crazy to me. He asking, no, we don't discriminate at all, but it's so crazy. Ninja asking me, he asking me how to get a Spanish chick. I'm like, bruh, speak Spanish to her? He was like, nah, bro. See, it's different. You tall, black, and handsome, so they more receptive to you because, you know, you speaking Spanish and then you look good, so they gonna be smiling and he and then ha ha and all that stuff. So they gonna like when you do it. They gonna like when you say mommy, but when I say mommy, it's gonna be weird. Now, to each his own. To each his own. Maybe that is so. I don't know. I'm just telling you, you asked me a question and I delivered the message. You asked me a question, so I delivered the message. That's all I can do for you, my son. So what else you gonna do? You gonna get the chica or you not? He end up letting her go. I'm like, see, I mean, you ain't got no confidence in yourself. And then he fat too, so that made it worse. So you gotta, yeah, I was like, bro, you gotta get in shape. You gotta get in shape. If you to the point where you looking down and your digging stick, your Peter Whacker paws no did it. You can't even, right? You can't even see your digging stick all the way. You can't even see, when bro, you gotta hit the gym so you can build that confidence. You gotta hit the gym. But lo and behold, dudes don't be wanting to hit the gym. Dudes don't be wanting to get outside their comfort zone. Dudes don't want to do what it takes. Right. And this is why we have so many haters. This is why we have so many incels. This is why we have so many lower tier men. So many and then I think I told y'all about the other time. I went to Twin Peaks about weeks and weeks ago before that time. Bro, I didn't even order my drink yet. I think I told this story already. I ain't even ordered my drink yet. Right, going to the Twin Peaks. I'm just chilling, bro. I'm just chilling. Right before I order my drink, Ninja gonna tap me on my shoulder. He was like, I, Ninja was like, bro. He was like, damn, bro. Save some hoes for the rest of us. I'm like, Ninja Day, I ain't even ordered the drink yet, and a ninja bothering me. This is before this time, the last time, the very last time I went to Twin Peaks, the very last time, right? He gonna tap me on my shoulder. I had another muscle shirt on, right? I had one of these little tank tops on. He gonna tap me on my shoulder like, damn, bro, save some hoes for the rest of us. I'm like, bro, I can't win for shit. I can't win for shit. I can't even go and sit down at the bar normally, right? Because you got to think too. People can sense the attention energy on you, right? Or whatever you want to call it. They can sense the attention energy on you. Like how I'm on a live right now. I have people who recognize me, right? I have people who may know of me, right? So they can sense the attention aura on you. And then on top of that, you have that masculine aura, you have that masculine energy. Then you look good on top of that, and then you tall on top of that, right? And then you handsome on top of that. So all these things in combination, bro. Not only women are gonna flock around you. There's just truth be told. Other men are gonna flock around you as well, and that shit get annoying because they start hovering over you like goddamn birds. Like, yeah, let's get this ninja. They start hovering over you like pests, right? And I'm like, damn, bro, I can't even come in here and chill. Where can I go to chill? Where can I go just to chill without a ninja bothering me? But truth be told, there's probably not many places that I will be able to go, especially as I continue to improve, as I continue to get better, as I continue to get bigger, as my audience continues to grow, right? There's not going to be many places that I'm going to be able to just sit and chill because I'm going to stand out like a sore thumb. Even if the men ignore me, right? It's like mosquitoes trying to suck you dry. Yeah, pause no diddy. Even if the men ignore me, right? If they see that the women are hovering around me, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna come over there hovering with the women. Because when they see that the attention is on you and not them, they wanna try to interrupt. They wanna pattern interrupt. Right? I seen that junk happen too. I seen it to where dudes are trying to stop the Riz, or they'll see you in process with the Riz, and they'll hover over you just so they can see your game, or just so they can, almost like intimidate you in a sense, just by being around and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, what in the world? Dudes are weird. Dudes are weird. But I did this live stream, late night rant, just so you guys can understand that the shit is real in the field. Don't think that this leveling up thing is just sweet, because nah, like it can eat at you, because just think about it. Like, I deal with this on a day in, day out basis. I deal with hating men all the time, right? Not even just hating men, I deal with hating women all the time, right? I deal with men, I deal with women who hover over me all the time. So I deal with this day in and day out basis. So leveling up, mentally, physically, spiritually, right? People sense that, especially when they're lower vibrational. When they're NPCs know when non NPCs are around. So they start malfunctioning, right? Especially when you're above average, when you look above average, when you carry yourself above average, when your pockets are above average, right? When that is happening, right? It's pattern interruption for them, because everything that they know is mediocre. Everything that they know is mediocrity. So when you come in and you represent something that isn't mediocrity, or something that isn't mediocre, when you represent excellence, guess what? They go into a fucking they go into a trance. They go into a trance. They can't help themselves but to hate, because you represent something that they do not recognize. You represent something that they don't see in themselves, and probably never will see in themselves, right? But anyway, shouts out to everybody who tuned in. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.